We're now going to look at the rear brake mechanism on this YZ250. This pin right here and this clip, if you've ever heard a bike go by that seems to be rattling, it's usually this clip right here that has gotten worn and loose. Pretty easy to replace, or you could just remove it and straighten it out. Either way, it's kind of annoying when you hear that kind of tinging going on when the bike is just idling or riding by. But in addition to that, this pin right here will get corrosion buildup and rust buildup, and it will affect how well your brakes, your brake pads can retract when you let off the brake pedal up there. So what we're going to do, mine is not in too bad a shape, but we're going to show you anyway. We're going to remove this little plug here with our flathead screwdriver, and then we'll take a number 5 Allen key and remove the pin all the way out, and we're going to just clean it and put it on the bench grinder and just remove any debris or any high spots or low spots on it, because it needs to be completely smooth all the way across there, and it will just help your brakes be more responsive both on and off the brakes. And it's a pretty easy correction to make to it, so that's what we're going to do right now. Notice this, let's zoom out a little bit here. Notice this pin right here. It'll develop corrosion just from normal use, and it will also get high spots and low spots along this edge right here, just from normal wear and tear. And those things will prevent your brake pads from retracting properly. So the easiest way to do is you can either take this to your bench grinder with your steel bristles and just smooth it out, but if you see any physical high and low spots through here, you might have to actually grind them smooth with your bench grinder. I see a little bit, it's not too bad, but you can see what I mean. It's a very easy way to just resolve that issue, so we'll do that right now. Now we're at the bench grinder with our brake pin right here. An easy way to hold on to it is just to use your Allen wrench. Otherwise you'd be trying to hold on to it way up here while you're working it on the bristles of your bench grinder. So I like to hold on to it with your Allen wrench. That way you can have a little separation from your machine so you don't possibly get your hands caught in there or whatever. And we're just going to clean up this whole area here with our bench grinder. Now, let's take a look again. Okay, now if yours, see here, you got a couple of marks right here. These are little notches just from the vibration of your brake pad mounting points. They're not awful on this one, but if yours are really bad where you see deep gouges here and here, you can possibly go to your stone on your bench grinder and smooth it clean. But if it's in really bad shape, you might want to just replace this pin altogether because they don't last forever. But it's got a few little high spots, and I'm going to knock those down on my stone on my bench grinder over here. Alright, I've only done it partially here. Let's take a look. See if I can get the focus there. Alright, see those holes right there? Those are the low spots that you need to knock all the way down to. Alright, so we're going to clean that up all the way now. Alright. Alright, it's getting better. It's got a tiny little spot there. Just try to smooth it down as well as you can. And you notice I'm still holding onto it with my Allen wrench. It makes it easier to rotate it while you're working it on your grinding stone. And then once you're down to as smooth as you can get, we'll go back to the brushes and smooth it all the way down. So we'll do that next. Just keep rotating it around, working it back and forth. I like to clean off the threads of the pin also with the brush. You know, it just makes it easier to work with. Alright. Okay. Get the focus here. Oh no. Being difficult. Okay, you see it's considerably smoother than it was before, and if you want to keep going, you can get you some 200 grit sandpaper, 400 grit sandpaper, and smooth it down even more. So I will do that next. What I like to do is secure the pin upright in my bench vise. And I've got these little rubber grips on it too so it doesn't damage the threads. Secure it in there, and then you can work some sandpaper around it, sliding it back and forth, and we can polish that down even further. Take your little strip of sandpaper. I'm using some 150 grit here. Make sure your pin is pretty secure in your rubber grips. And just slowly work your way around it. Just keep working your way around. Alright, take a look at it so far. Now it feels very smooth. Feels very smooth, but I can even do better than that. So we'll keep going with the sandpaper, and you try to get it as smooth and polished as you can. Alright. Getting better. Just keep working your way around it with your sandpaper. And then if you want to keep going further than that, you can get some polishing media, you know, for your drill or your Dremel tool, and you can just really get that nice and smooth. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to smooth it out even more than this. All right. Let's take a look at it now. That looks much better, that's for sure. Sure, you could keep going more and more if you really wanted to, but I'm satisfied with that. And now you'll need to put you some waterproof grease on this pin before you reinstall it. But actually next we're going to take a look at that clip that could be rattling. This clip right here helps secure the brake pads. I'm going to take that out and see if we can manipulate it back to where it will not rattle at all. Mine doesn't really do it much, but it was slightly loose. So we're going to remove that and just see if we can tweak it a little bit so that it can be more secure holding these pads in and not rattling at all. Just take you some needle nose pliers like so. Get in there and grab a hold of it and just pull her out. Over time, this gets worn down from vibration and just repeated use of your brakes and all that. So what you can do is you either have to replace it if it is quite old. Otherwise, you can, these tangs that are in here, you can manipulate them a little bit just so that it'll hold a little bit firmer underneath. You can see where it holds your caliper, or it holds to the caliper right under here basically. So when those tangs get just abused, they tend to straighten out too much and they just won't get a good tight grip on your caliper. So if you can just tweak them a little bit with your pliers, it'll hold more snugly through there, and it shouldn't vibrate so much. Makes your bike sound like crap even if it may not be. So we're going to just tweak them a little bit and put it back in. So what we're going to do, these two tangs right here and here, if it'll focus on it, they just need to be tweaked shut a little bit. So with your needle nose pliers, just grab a hold of them a little bit. Physically bend them back together, basically. It's that simple. Just tweak it back together, and then you might have to, manhandle it a little bit to put it back in the caliper, but it shouldn't vibrate or be sloppy once it's back installed. It's a very simple thing you can do to keep your bike from appearing like it's a piece of crap, just because this one little thing is vibrating on the rear brake. And another thing to do while you're back here, of course, since you've already got the pin removed and the clip removed, you might as well take a look at your brake pads. Mine look pretty good. They're fairly recent. But, of course, now would be a time to replace them if they're all worn down. If this surface is pretty much gone right in here, you might as well put some new brake pads in. And, once you've got all this apart, it's a perfect time to do it. Mine are in good shape, so I'm not going to, but you might need to at this point. And before you reinstall your pin, you should put you some waterproof grease on it. It'll just help it stay, keep from getting corroded so quickly, and it'll help lubricate the hole that the pin goes into. And if this area is corroded badly as well, where the pin actually is inserted, you might need to run you a spiral steel bristle brush in there. Maybe put it on a drill and clean that whole area out. That hole right through there might need to be cleaned out. Mine's in good shape, but you might need to do that, because these are all things that'll keep your rear brakes from retracting properly. But if the hole in there is kind of corroded and crudded up, you might need to take you a spiral steel brush like this. You can get a group of these at any hardware store or auto parts store, and you would just run it in and out here. Just run it through there, spin it around some. You're just trying to clean out any possible corrosion or debris. Okay, we'll just clean that out, and you can blow it out with your air gun. But mine looks pretty good. And we've got the pin greased up, and we're going to reinstall. Okay, then we take our little plug that covers our Allen hole there. Make sure it's good and snug. All right. Now let's take a look again. Alright, the pin is nice and clean. And notice that little clip no longer jiggles around. All I did was just manipulate the tangs that mount right there. They're on both sides. You can't close them too far, but these little tangs right here need to grip tightly to this area. If they get loose just from normal wear and tear, this pin or this clip will vibrate. It's not that big a deal, but it's rather annoying in my opinion. So it's just something you can check while you have your brake pads taken apart there. And there you go, 2009 YZ250. Just doing some various servicing on it today.